Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another process video for Follow a Sketch February. This is being put on by Sandy Reversky at Scrapping Reflections. Sandy is also known as State Goddess on YouTube, so if you haven't checked her out before, please do so. And if you're not already on the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group, I suggest you go ahead and check them out. She has the posting every day of a different sketch through the month of February, and in the comments of those sketches will be different layouts that people have made following the sketch. You're more than welcome to also follow along, upload your layouts to it. She is also going to be trying to do quite a few 6x6, or I'm sorry, 2-page layouts. So this is the first one. This is by everythingaboutScrapbooking.com. And so we just have a group of photos together with some journaling. She has some small circles in the corners and then one large circle in the center. So I went ahead, I haven't picked out what pictures yet, but I grabbed all of the random pictures. Some of them are of the grandkids that are wearing their little ears. Some are my son and his girlfriend with Everett, and my daughter-in-law with Melissa, and also another one of the kids. So, and then here is ones of the kids actually opening up their presents. So I'm just going to go and see what I can do. I know that this here is going to be more than one layout, but I just want to get started. So for some of the circle elements, I did pull out multiple size doilies. I was thinking possibly this one would work for the larger one, but now looking at it closely, it looks like they actually did a 12-inch circle going around, because the circle goes from top to bottom. So I'm just going to grab out my We Are Memory Keeper circle punch or circle die, and I'm going to go ahead and set it to 12 inches. And let's see if I can, there we go. And before, what I have found that for doing this, first of all, I have a self-healing mat. So once I have the blade tightened up, and I have the blade, oh, actually I don't have the blade in. Hang on, let me stick the blade in. The blades are kept underneath, so you can just pull the blade out. And I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong. It's got another holder thing, but I have found that if you just go ahead and stick the blade right into this little nook here in the back, actually that can't be right. It's got a hook on here. So hang on one second. We're going to stick the blade Yeah, that's got to be it, because it looked like it would go on here. I don't know what this extra piece is for, so I'm going back to my original. I know it works. So I'm just sticking my blade in right here, and I may have to adjust because unless it's adjusted for me. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna line it up on my mat. Again, this is a self-healing mat, so I know that I'm not going to damage my work surface underneath. And then what I do is I line up the blade, and I'm not going to push down yet. And I'm kind of looking to see where this is at. So right here, it's showing this would be starting at 12 inches where I have it. And now I'm just going to kind of angle it and bring it over to make sure I'm centered this way. And it looks like I need to go over just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of like hold it up, and then again take it to this spot, and I can see already that I am in the wrong area. So actually, I need to take this to 6 inches. So this is your center point, and if I want a 12-inch circumference, I need to have it at 6 inches, which is half of the diameter of the circle. And so I'm going to go ahead and I have it on 6 inches. And again, I just need to make sure that it will clear. And that just looks too small. What's going on? We are Memory Keeper, because this isn't measuring out right. I don't know what the deal is with their blade, because let me go from the center with my ruler. So if I'm going to the center where I'm turning it, yeah, this is only 3 inches. So this is weird because it says it's 6 and it's not. That would be a 6-inch circle. So, and again, it's if you're taking 3 inches and then going around from the center point, you're getting a 6-inch diameter. So I'm wondering why the 12 inches didn't work before. So let me look again, because this is my 12-inch mark. So unless this piece of paper is not 12 inches, that may be my other issue. So that is, and that is. So let me go from the center mark up to 12. And that should go to 6 inches, and it's not. It's like the 11 inches is the 12-inch mark. So I'm going to go to 11 inches. I don't know what's going on, why it's not measuring out right, but we'll just go ahead. And I'm just going to lightly put this down, because what I will more than likely do is go to put it in the center again, and then go to the edge of the paper on both sides. So right here, my blade is at the end, and this needs to come over and down. That's at 11. That's at 11. Let me check this side one more time. That's at 11. Okay, I think we're as close as we're gonna get to my big piece. It's gonna be shy of the 12 inches, and I'm okay with that. I don't know what's going on. If I would have just done the 12 inches, and I cut it wrong. It had to have moved. All right, I'm getting out another piece. We're going to try this again. I'm determined. No harm, no foul. All right. 6 inches and 18 inches is the center. We're going up here to the 12. I'm going to try it again at 12. Because what I didn't take into effect is that the blade is down here at the 11 mark. So even though it's showing, it looks like this is the 12-inch, when you flip it over, the blade has moved down a little. So that's why I was off. That makes more sense. No one said there was going to be math, big time math in scrapbooking. I'm just saying. All right, so I want my blade to be at the 11. So this is set for the 12-inch, but the blade, when I'm looking at, is actually at the 11-inch mark. And we're good on here. This, I think, needs to go this way a little bit. And this needs to go this way a little bit. So let's just see where we're at. Okay, that is off the page, down a little. And over a little. Actually, I'm going to bring it into 11.5 because what I'm seeing is that the way this is lining up, it's a little bit harder to make sure that you're on the page, and I'd rather have it a little bit shorter. And we are on the 6-inch mark. That's still on the page. All right, I think we're good. We're gonna go for it again. All right, we've got a perfect circle. We didn't go off the mat. I got it as close to a 12-inch circle as I could get. And now we're gonna cut it in half. So let me put this away. I think the problem is that you can't really see where the blade is. It's actually, the blade is like here. So I think that's a little bit of the issue when you're going with a bigger circle. The smaller circles aren't that bad, especially if you're doing it on a bigger piece of paper, because you just have to make sure the sides are on the paper itself. All right. Sorry, I know that was probably painful to watch. Okay, so we now have this, and I am going to mark the center point of this paper. I need to make sure my Santas are standing up straight. And we're going to cut it in half, like right here. All right. All right, we know that we are shy of 6 inches or 12 inches. So I'm pulling it over to about 5 3/5 or 3/4. And then cutting it. And that should be approximately 5 3/4, just a little bit shy. So it's not quite center, good enough for me. All right, so let's try this again. All right. Now, I decided to go with this checked paper, but I could go with the trees. I'm going to flip one over and see how busy it is, because I'm not going to be matting any of these photos. And a lot of it's going to get covered up. So let's see. And then the other ones I want are the doilies. So I have one doily coming into this corner here. And then we're going to have our other doily over here. And this one we won't be using. All right, now let's see what we want for pictures. And some of these I might not even take apart. So I have two of them that I have one with their ears on and one without their ears, and I love both of them. He's so cute because Carter, who is 3, is holding Everett's hand because Everett is in the stage of wanting to eat his hand. So Carter was helping out by holding Everett's hand to keep him from eating it. And so I think that is absolutely adorable. So we have that one there. Let's see how they have these stacked. They have them, a couple of them. So these are actually higher up with a small one underneath. So let's see what I have. And I don't have any horizontal ones. So everything I've got is vertical. So we're going to have to go a little bit bigger on ours. So we're going to go ahead and have that there. And the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking I want the green. It's just a little bit too busy with all the activity going on in the pictures. So we'll have this coming off here. This will go there. We have a doily there. I think what I'm going to do is cut this one in half. And then we can go ahead and put one up above like that. And then one down here. So you can see Carter opening up his gift. And this is him with his gift. So I like that. Then I think what I want to do is have the kids' big picture, you know, with them with their ears on down there. And then I think I'm going to make this one all about the kids in opening. And I can do another page with Mike and Melissa and Emily with their ears on. So I think we're going to leave this them. And now this one is a duplicate of this photo, so I don't need that in there. This photo is not the greatest, but it's like one of my few that I have of my daughter. I do have her with her husband, though. All right, let's see. Let's get... I'll put this one here. I don't want to cover up too much because I think if I go up here, I don't want to cover up the circle because that's the whole idea of the sketch, is seeing, and we're already covering up quite a bit of it on this side. So I wonder if I can just add one more. No. Well, I could, and then add the girls. That's not bad. So what I'm trying to do is get it going across. So right now, here is my line that I want to keep a steady line going across the bottom of the page. I want there to be the appearance of that circle. So by having this here and here, you can see it's the whole circle and that element's in here. We're extending it out more than the sketch, but if I don't put this picture in, that looks off. I do like this here, but then I don't like this up here, and I could add that up there. That's not too bad. Or like I said, we take out the pictures of the girls and only have the unwrapping, and this is part of unwrapping. All right, we're gonna go with this because I can still see the circle. It's all about the grandkids, and then it's all about the grandkids with their present opening, and that's it. The other pictures of the miscellaneous of the kids that day, I can go ahead and I can scrapbook that on another double page layout. And then this can come in more. I'm going to go a little bit further down like the sketch. This is going to stay further up like the sketch. And then we have the circle, and we'll see if we can find an acrylic. So, okay, I'm going to start gluing some of this down. And again, sorry, this was kind of painful. But that's kind of how I go about when I'm doing a large spread of paper. I want there to be some variation. I want it to go across the page. Usually I want one page to be more photo heavy than the other. And usually it's whatever one is going to have the title on it is the one that usually I have a little bit less photos on it, because the title will make up for the space of the extra photos. And then again, taking it and making sure that the elements kind of line up. So even though it's going into a spiral bound book, I don't want there to be a stagger. I want there to be a definite line going across as if they were one whole page. So let's go ahead and glue the pictures of Carter down. And we'll get that right there. And the kids right here. Now, if I had my way, this picture here would be down here. Actually, that's not bad. Let's go ahead, because I like having the separation of the 4x6 photos on a diagonal. So we're going to do that. And that may have been what I had. And in the 2 seconds I've been putting this together, I forgot. Because if I had it up here, it's too matchy-matchy. By having it staggered, it gives the page a little bit more interest with the staggered sizes. So they're uniform, but they're uniform in the fact that they all end at the same point. But the staggering of them is what gives the page the interest. All right, so now we need Carter down at the bottom, opening his gift. And this picture will be next to the picture of him with his gift. And then we'll go ahead and put this other random one. Carter, with him being 3, was really all into opening up presents. So when he got done, then he went over and he helped Aunt Emily with opening up Everett's presents, because, you know, Everett's a baby. So here I've got Carter helping Everett rip the paper off. And for those of you who have littles, one of the things, you know, I think we all get, you know, into the habit of doing the gift bags. And one year, Dylan, who is my oldest, I'd asked him what he wanted for Christmas or his birthday or something. And his response to me is that he wanted rip-apart presents. And I'm like, huh? And he goes, I want rip-apart presents. And, I mean, he was like 2, 3 years old. And then it dawned on me, the fun when they're that little is not necessarily the gift. But, yeah, the gift is always neat and, you know, entertaining for a few hours. It's all about ripping the present open. And so, you know, the gift bags are all lovely, but the kids want the rip-apart present. And that just kind of was like, oh, dawn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. So yeah, even though it drives my husband crazy now, every little present is wrapped. Even the older kids, you know, my kids, they get their present wrapped because, you know, they need the rip-apart present. And when they get older, I'll probably stop. But until then, rip-aparts. All right, so now we need a title and embellishments. So I'm going to go and grab out my... I want to use some of my color cast. I think I've got a couple of those that I think would make good titles. So I'm just going to go in here real quick. I have them in my calyx unit in these baskets that have a wooden lid that I got at Target. And then they store away great. Now this would be cute, but it's white on white, so that's not going to work. So I'm going to need something that's got color to it. And we have Merry and Bright with some stars, which will be cute. And let's see. Yeah, several of these are white background, or white, and it won't go on that. I want it on the doily, so I'm going to have to find. I think I'll use that other one. And I'm just going to go in here and see what I've got for embellishments while I've got it out. I do have these candy canes, wood poinsettias, some trees and some stars. This is the bin that I also have a lot of my, I pulled from here for my December documented. So there's a wide variety of miscellaneous things in here. Bits and pieces that I use. All right. I think that is a good start. Let's see where we can go from here. I'm gonna wait on that one. All right, I think Merry and Bright is going to be, because then I can use these stars too. So if we do Merry and Bright up here, and maybe a smaller star, like that. And I can always add something more to it. We'll see. And then maybe like a bigger one here and another one here. And that will use up those color casts. And then let me grab out my sticker sheets. Now we could go with like this stuff. Let's see. We have him there. Let's see how Santa looks if I go with Merry and Bright and then tuck Santa down below with the star. Kind of like that. And then, let's see. We can have the Santa here. And again, have another star. And since they've got the little reindeer stuff on, we could add a reindeer. And again, with a star. And maybe that down there like that. Okay, like that. And that gets a few of my... And then we have this little Hey Santa. Okay, I like that. All right, we're gonna go with that one. Now, I think I'm not going to use any more acrylic because I've already got a lot of big acrylic pieces on. So now I think I want poinsettias. And I've got these, but they're a darker red, but I've got these wooden ones. Those are glitter. I don't think I want the glitter. Let's see. Merry and Bright. And then another one down here. Or just go with two of them. Put this back up. Let's see. I'm just trying to fit them in so that it looks nestled. All right, I like that. So then I can bring this acrylic piece maybe over here, and then have the little Merry Christmas going off of it. And that gets that wood veneer there. And then we can do a Hey Santa, Merry Christmas. And then add poinsettia down here. Just got to go in enough because of the fact that, actually, let's take this off because I can't trim them because they're wood. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. So let's go ahead and glue this all down. Bear with me while I throw these back in their packaging. And it's a pretty simple page, but again, I've got quite a few of the pages, so, and I did a December documented, so it doesn't have to be tricky, because it's just going to go into my album. And I like having the bigger photos, even though I have them in the December documented. I like the bigger 12 by 12 layouts of Christmas in my regular year album. So it makes me feel good to have them in there. All right, we're going to add a little adhesive to the star. We'll add that nestled into this corner. I will probably add a little adhesive to this sticker just to make sure it stays down. I'll add these wood veneers. Again, nestling them in. I think these I got at Hobby Lobby. All right, there we go. So that corner's done. And then I'll just do some journaling over here. And then let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive under the sticker. I just like adding that little bit. I don't want my stuff coming apart. And these from Color Cast do have a little backing on them. So I'm just going to peel that backing off. Get this one on. And get the big one. All right, there's that one. I love Color Cast. They just have the cutest things. And, okay, so we want that up here. And I'm just running it on the edge of this sticker. So that's all glued down. Now the last thing I need to do is glue down here. And again, I'm going to see if I can put a little adhesive under Santa. And then we're going to nestle the Merry and Bright in after I get the backing off. All right, here we go. Also, something to look into, I know that these are made with a laser, they're laser cut through color cast, but also Sandy, who's putting this hop together for February, she also has one of the tools to laser cut items. So she usually carries in her shop those stencils. So if stencils is something that you really like, check out her shop, Scrapping Reflections. And she usually has a link on her videos, and she sells all different kinds of stencils. Now I know that her laser, I'm not sure what brand she's got, had issues and wasn't working, and she just said on one of her videos that she did get a replacement part. So if you have an opportunity, check her out, and check out her stencils. I have quite a few of them and really like them. In fact, I need to get them out more and do some of my own backgrounds, and that's on my list of to-dos this year. I love doing the hops and stuff, but I also want to get in and do some of, layouts with some of my supplies that I have. And we all have them, the stuff in our stash. So think about, scrap more and trying to stay, in your scrappy budget, and those are tools, like Vicki Boutin says, you can never go wrong with like stencils and dies and things like that, because those are tools that you'll always be able to use and continue using in your stash. And so it's always a good investment. So yeah, anyways, long story short, check out Sandy's shop and show her some love if you are into stenciling. Again, she has both the 12 by 12, and then she's got some of the smaller ones, but she designs them and cuts them out herself. And I'm a strong believer in supporting the small businesses, like Color Cast is one of those. If you're in the UK, Bramble Fox is another one that does acrylics and is another small business, and all good things. And then, like I said, I'm going to go in probably here. So I will just do some lines where I will do my journaling. Actually, I might go over here because of the fact that I've got a little bit more room. So I'm just going to add a few lines. And then off camera, I will talk about our Christmas Eve that we had and what we did and how cute the kids were and how they were trying to keep Everett from eating his hand so that we could see his cute face and take his Christmas photo. And then I will probably mention what they got for gifts. I got the kids all a pool pass to their local pool for the summer, so that won't be as exciting. That's them reading the gift card that I made them. And then, let's see, Carter got his truck, and Dylan and Preston got remote control four-wheel drive monster trucks, whatever. So they were all thrilled. It was, as Preston said, it was the best gift ever. So, all right, folks, this is it. Very simple layout. And check out everyone else who's playing along this month and today. And I will see you again on my channel real soon. Have a great day. Happy scrapping, and thanks for joining me today.